Okay. Yeah. Lady Wolf Pack on a whole nother level. Savage as they come, gang of female rebel. We got the sharpest claws, we got the whitest teeth. We coming for your lunch, but we only bring the heat.
Hey y'all, I'm Cassidy, the favorite daughter, obviously.
And I'm Kim, her mom, her match, and the real reason she turned out halfway decent.
Welcome to Mom's Favorite, the podcast where we laugh, vent, and overshare like it's our full-time job.
Yeah. And we're coming straight to you from Austin, Texas, where the queso's hot, the opinions are hotter, and we don't sugarcoat a damn thing.
You know, just think of us as Thelma and Louise, but only they're related and they have a podcast instead of a death wish.
So go ahead and pour yourself something strong, maybe a margarita, get a little snack.
Because here on Mom's Favorite, we got a lot to unpack.
Hey y'all, Kim here, and welcome back to Mom's Favorite. Today's episode is extra special because I am joined by someone who's been one of my very best friends for almost 20 years. She's my soul sister, the ultimate giver, and the only person I know who has more energy than a toddler after 2 cans of Diet Coke. The one and only Shelly Sylvie Grabe. Shelly and her sister Jody run the production company behind Mom's Favorite, so truly none of this would exist without her. Today we're talking about our divine friendship, our bond as autism moms, our favorite crazy shenanigans, and all the tears and laughter in between. Now let's get into it before Shelly starts another project. Hello. Oh my gosh, what a day this is going to be. I'm so excited for this day. I've been waiting for the day that I could sit down and chat with Shelly K.
Shelly
K.
Shelly K in the house.
I'm so excited, really excited because actually I actually was thinking about this the other day. I wanted to make it a love fest for you, but I know how you don't like that. So I figured I'd have to tone it down quite a bit.
I have a love fest for myself, so I'm good.
I love to do a love fest with Shelly. So I was trying to think about how long we've known each other. I was trying to do the math. Yeah. And as far as I can remember, I think it was either 2006 or 2007 when we met. Because I'm trying to remember if we were in this house already. We might have been already moved into this house.
I think so. When did y'all move in?
We moved into 2006.
Okay. But we moved to Austin in 2006.
Okay.
And Coulter, and we moved in December, so it would have been 2007, because Coulter went to ESY his first summer.
Right.
And
Okay.
That's where he met Jake.
That's kind of what I was thinking, 2007, because we moved in our house in August of 2006. And so I knew he went to ESY, so it would have to be the following summer.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, okay. So go ahead and tell the story. Your version of how our boys, no, I'm just teasing you, of how our boys met, and how we met, because we met through our boys.
And I did hear when you and Pam discussed it, and it made me laugh. This is my recollection, and as we all know, recollections are not truths. They're just recollections, and I don't have the best memory. My recollection is that the boys were at ESY at Sanchez and on the east side, and Miss Guerin
Peggy Guerin.
Peggy Guerin.
AKA Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire was running the program, and I went to pick up Coulter, and he had like a scratch on his face, and I was like, oh, what happened? And they were like, yeah, he got into a tiff with another kid, and I was like, oh crap, because when Coulter like goes for somebody, it's aggressive. And I was like, well, I would like to call the parent and find out, make sure the kid's okay. And so I don't know if the school contacted you or whatever, but I got your number and I called you and I was like, hey, how's your kid? How's Jake? I heard the boys got in a fight today. And you were like, he's fine. What are you talking about? He's fine. And I was like, well, good. He must have won because Coulter has a couple scratches and nothing big. And they've had their tuffles through the years. And so, they've gotten each other multiple times. But, and then I was like, well, let's hang out. Let's chat. And so like the next week we dropped off the boys and we went and had coffee. Yeah.
And that's how it all started.
That's
crazy. And honestly, I'm going to say this because I know people say all the time, that's the best thing that ever happened to me. But it is honestly up there with the top maybe 5 best things that ever happened to me.
Same.
I mean, no kidding. It just literally right up there with having my children. Meeting you it just like opened the door for me.
Well, it was such a gift. And we talked about this quite often is in the special needs community, we would go to like parent luncheons or parent coffees. And there was a lot of sadness and excessive sharing and a lot of bitching and complaining. And that was not a happy place for us. We were like, I don't want to hang out with a bunch of ladies and relive our nightmare every day. Do you have some good information to share? I would like to get that good information and go about my day. I don't want to sit around and add to my concern pile that, you're depressed. This, X person is depressed about their child dysgraphia. I was just like, I don't know. I don't want to spend my time that way. Not that I wasn't concerned about other parents. I just didn't want to spend 2 hours of my night away from family.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think because we were new, we were still, we had a lot of ideas and we were hungry to learn things and learn all about how we could help our boys and just really put them on a path of success. And that's really what we worked on all those 20 years. That's what we did. And, but the best part of it is the fun that we've had along the way, because I mean, seriously, just sitting around talking about autism, that just probably would have been horrible. And we were able to talk about autism for about 20 minutes and then move on. And the rest of the time, just have a ball.
Agreed. And we were both so good at finding good resources. Like it was like, we so quickly were like, I want information. I don't want to share war stories. I want, where's Ann Hart? Let's go sit down. Let's take Ann Hart to coffee and get good answers.
Right.
And we found those good resources. And I think that saved us. Like,
yeah. And I think
those meetings.
I think too, it goes back to the village is if you are lucky enough to find a partner or multiple partners, but at least one good partner that's in the trenches, that's going through what you're going through. And we had such very similar stories, and our boys were similar in age, and lo and behold, our husbands are besties too. So it actually worked out nicely for the whole family. But you've got to have that person, because no one person can do it all. It's just too much. And to have somebody to bounce ideas off, or someone to bring you, like if you're having just like a really rough day, or if you found out something really excited, like, hey, I heard about this, you know, you were always my first person that I would call and share it with, because we were both in it. And it was just really, it was life-saving, really.
It really was. And I'm sharing the resources, sharing the knowledge was so helpful. And also, Kimmy, is like being able to go on trips and travel together and let the freak flag fly. You know, it was like,
right.
Remember at the time, the boys, we were down in South Padre, I think, and Coulter called the police and recreated Fred.
Yes.
I can't even do the thing. And so I don't know what Fred says, but like, police.
Yeah.
They've taken him.
So anybody who doesn't know what Fred is, you may have to Google it. It's an older, like maybe what was in the 2000s. And it was
like
this crazy kid.
Friggin' annoying.
And it was this crazy kid who basically had like freakouts and would go and like tear up his house and just do crazy random stuff. And so the boys got real hooked on it, and they started recreating Fred. And so, so all of a sudden we're just sitting there. It's like 10 a.m. We're just sitting around having a beer because we're at the coast, you know,
and mimosa.
And we get a knock at the door, which is not like something that would happen because we don't know anybody here. So, and then all of a sudden Shelly's like, Coulter, it's the police. They're here for you. What?
He had called the police and said, "This is Fred. They've taken him."
He said, "Jake's been kidnapped."
Jake's been kidnapped.
Yes. He said, "Jake's been kidnapped." And so there's us trying to explain. If that had happened this day and age, we probably would have been like probably taken in just because of the human trafficking and all that. Oh my God. But back then they
were like, "We need to see the boy. We need to see both boys." And we're like, "Of course."
Yeah.
Of course. Come on in. Maybe they'll learn a lesson from this. Come on in. And I have to say, the police officers were so lovely and kind and patient and understanding.
Yes.
And so I know they get publicly blasted all the time, but they were so lovely and kind and patient. And so I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
If that happened today in Austin, they probably wouldn't come because they've been defunded.
I know. And just on a sidebar on the police officers, we've had a few interactions with the popo, and I just have to say, the interactions that I have had have been really very good. I've had very understanding, very compassionate, very helpful. I've never had anybody that has treated me, aggressively or rudely or anything like that. So here you go. I mean, just a little plug for the popo.
Agreed. And we've had a couple of experiences supporting Coulter, and one of them, Kimmy, Coulter got really upset and was doing quite a bit of damage to the house one time. And so for our safety, we called the police. And Coulter, Coulter, after 6 p.m. most days, he's in his underwear.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, the police are coming. Do you want to put any clothes on? And he was like, nope. And he just sat there and had like a 2-hour conversation with the police in his underwear.
That's amazing.
I was like, I'm so sorry. But they were so lovely and kind and very patient with him and tried to talk him through, and they were so understanding.
Yeah. Well, one time I took Nathan Beams. I took him and Jake to the rodeo, and Jake had been cussing. He was on his cussing phase, and so he'd been saying bad word, and there was a sheriff's officer standing as we were leaving, and I pulled up right next to him and I said, "Officer, I've got a young man in here that is saying bad words, and I think you need to have a talk with him." And Nathan started freaking out. He was so scared of the police that I had pulled over and I had asked that officer and that something was going to happen. Maybe they were going to arrest Jake. I don't know what he thought, but he got so freaked out. But he doesn't know me that I do crazy stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I do think, I know in Austin, the police department does a lot of training about autism, and they don't want them to be scared of them. I know AISD has a lot of the police come and work with the students, knowing that they're here to help and support.
Right.
And I know, like, Macbeth does a lot of, the police come very often and meet with the clientele there. I know because Veronica tells me about it. And she'll be like, I'm with Coulter today. So that's so sweet.
That's cute. I'm so happy because back when we were in the early trenches of things, that kind of stuff was things that we were working on getting, advocating for.
Agreed.
And so
thanks, Ann Hart.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
love
Ann
you.
Hart. One of the things I really truly do love about you is your advocacy and just how you jump in when there's a problem, when there's something wrong, to sit there and say, well, somebody needs to change this. And you just really just jump in. I mean, you just go all out to make change for the better for people. And I love that so much about you. I strive to be that kind of advocate. And I mean, we've been on, we were on SEAC, Gerard. Hi, Gerard.
No, let's do all shout outs.
Funny story. Gerard's ex-wife actually is part of my Christmas decorating crew. So she'll be over here probably in about 2 weeks. They decorate my house for Christmas.
Gosh, hilarious.
I know. I didn't even know it until
What's the company name? Shout out, Timmy.
Well, it's actually... Tony Aguilar and Tony Aguilar, he is a designer and he actually did my bathroom, my master bathroom. And that's how I met him. And he since has been coming and he sets up my tree. And I know that I'm bougie and, prissy and everything, but getting all that Christmas stuff out and unpacking it all and putting it all up is so much work. And I'm pretty much a one-woman show. So, because Egon does not like the decorating part. So he comes over and he does the whole thing.
I love it.
And the funny thing is, last year,
mic him up.
He actually did Lisa Vanderpump's Christmas tree in one of her restaurants in LA. I guess they had some kind of a deal where you could input your stuff and they would choose.
Fun.
So he went and did that. I was so proud of him. But anyways, he's just so much fun. I did tell him I'm going to interview him.
Good.
So maybe when he comes over to do the
sit down.
the magic.
I love it. Yeah.
So, but anyway, so the advocacy work we've done and I've always kind of had a big mouth, even before I met you.
I know.
I cannot give you credit for my big mouth. However, I think you kind of taught me in better ways to use my voice and to work on how to get things done and how to somebody has to do it. It might as well be me.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love that.
Well, I've learned so much from you. I mean, you do better research. Like, I'm like, I should have run this past Kimmy first because I'm an early adopter and I jumped waist deep in, and then I was like, God, this was a stupid idea.
Well, I don't know. There's benefits to both. I am a seeker of knowledge.
Yeah, I'm a tester. I'm like, I'll try it. Let's go. Let's give it a whirl.
Well, because I think part of it is you don't have time for all that. You don't have time for researching all the stuff. So you've got to do the skim the top and then get to it. Yeah. Get busy.
Yeah. Well, that's, I have to go back to the holiday decorating. What I love about me and Kimmy is like, we are the friggin' modern day odd couple. We are the friggin' odd couple. Kimmy is bougie as hell. I'm feral. And I'm a little country. She is shiny and glamorous and beautiful. Her Christmas decorations, we've streamlined it so much. We put a friggin' stick up that has some lights on it, and we're like, and I mean, we barely do anything anymore because we want to travel during the holidays.
Yeah.
But, I got to the point where it was like I was doing all of it. I was like, "Do any of y'all care about this?" And they were like, "No, not at all. This is just for you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I'm not doing this for me. I don't." And so we seriously have a stick, like one of those stick trees.
Honestly, I'm getting kind of at the end of my rope. I kind of feel like with the holidays, it is a lot to do, and then you're like, for what? Like, who really cares about it? Does anybody? But so far, I still do kind of care, and so as long as I care, then I'm going to still do it.
Yeah. When you still have littles in your life, so it's like, yes,
they could care less about any of that. Probably, they just want to know what I'm going to get them for Christmas. So
well, if there's no Christmas tree, there's no getting.
They call me Grammy Claus. I don't know why, but
that's true. That's true.
But yeah, it's much better. I'm finding as I get older to outsource a lot of things.
Oh yeah, I love to delegate. That's my favorite.
A lot of things. I used to say when I was in property management is the manager that's working her ass off is doing something wrong.
Yeah.
She's doing too much of everybody else's job. Yeah. She's got to get them doing their job and sit back and go get your nails done. So, yeah.
And in our early autism advocacy days, we would walk into meetings and we just take over. It's like, no,
I know.
We don't need to discuss this again. It's next. Yes, let's start a group, and we were just like, no bullshit. Let's hammer this out. Y'all been talking about this for 5 years and haven't implemented anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went for about 20 years.
That's right.
Really pathetic and awful. But and I used to, a lot of the older people that were ahead of us would say the best time is when they're through school and it's so much better. And I would think, I don't know. But honestly, I can see where school was such a huge stressor for Jake. Yeah. And I think that, and therein made it a stressor for the whole family. And so I think that, and most of the people that I hear online that are talking about autism, that have autism, that are talking about their school years, I don't know of any of them that had like real positive experiences in school.
We had a great experience. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, maybe.
I mean, we had rough times.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful where culture's like, can I start all over? I want to do it again. And can I go back to Greenleaf? Can I go back to Rosedale? And we had great teachers and they're still part of our life. They show up for his housewarming party and, had just lovely,
that's
lovely,
so awesome.
lovely experiences. I feel like it's the most inclusive part of their life. Like that's when Coulter had a good group of friends and very social and engaged, and all of the programs did a great job, including him. Like they modified so that he was in a tech program,
right.
And he got to do all the landscaping and they just made modifications to accommodate his engagement. Him going to prom with Lindsay and stuff like that.
Well, and I have to say, you did such a great job of making sure that he experienced everything that was available. Yeah. And I think that was really great. And I think we tried to do that. We had a little bit different journey because of the pandas. I think that pretty much just wrecked us completely. But
because Jake loved the inclusion, he loved being part of the community. That pans just really sabotaged his last years of school.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah. I think, when we were at Kiker was amazing. And I know what you mean. We have a lot of,
oh my God,
Miss Peterman. Carla Peterman.
We love you so much. Please bring back camp.
Please bring back Peterman Camp, even though we don't have any students to send over there. We have grown-ups.
Yeah, we got some grown
and dogs.
men. We got some grown men that would love to come hang out with you. That is so fun.
I
love
miss Carla.
Me too.
We need to reach out to her.
Yeah.
And I mean, she's just up the road in Temple. And
I know. Just a less road trip.
yeah.
Let's go
And I
see
know
her.
she comes to Austin because she's actually good friends with Pammy.
I know. Yeah.
Pammy Out Loud. You know, their boys used to live together.
Oh yeah. No, we that was one of the calls I made. It was like, tell me about Pam. Was Peterman.
Oh,
And
you did?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So
They were a tight group, all of them. Those ladies, all of those ladies.
there's so much goodness. I know it ended on a dark note for you guys, but there was so much goodness.
Oh, there really was.
There was. I mean, our kids aren't easy. You know, this wasn't an easy ride, but the modification, Natalie Hulsey, I mean, Jill Yazbek, I mean, I could go all day with like how supportive everybody was. And
Right.
Kevin Mullen, we love you.
Oh, Kevin, yeah.
You know, and then all the Special Olympics.
Nathan.
Oh
Nathan.
my
I talked to Nathan, not Nathan Pullen. I talked to him the other day. I texted him after the Pandas Pans because he's on that committee for the governor. And so he wasn't at that rally. And so I texted him and he actually texted me back, which I was, you know, he even remembered me. But I wanted to let him know how appreciative I was of everything and that they had talked about him there were several people talking about him. And he was one of the few people that actually he understood. And I think he had a few students that actually had pandas. And so he had heard it before and he kind of knew that, okay, this lady's not making this up and whatever. So he was a really good advocate. I think he works for TEA.
Oh, okay, good.
Now,
Well,
I mean,
I love
last
somebody,
I heard.
I love somebody with that knowledge having, being in TEA. I love that.
I always felt like he was for kids.
Oh, so for kids. Such a fierce advocate. Above and beyond. He did ABA with culture.
I know. How lucky are you for that? What a gift.
Oh, he's such a gem.
Remember the old ABA days back at over with Kelly Wood over there? What was that place called? Autism Center? No.
Central Texas Autism Center. That is why we moved back to Austin. Was CTAC. Because they worked with Dr. Carbone and Coulter's programs in Georgia and South Carolina. Dr. Carbone would come in and work with Coulter and he managed their program. And so I was like, we're thinking about, Dr. Carbone, we're moving back to Austin. What, who do you recommend? And he was like, oh, Kelly Wood. You got to go see Kelly Wood. And so I was so thrilled to meet them. And they helped us in elementary a lot.
Yeah. Well, we have a little...
I wish y'all could see Kimmy's dog just wants to sit in her lap so bad.
Well, you're 125 pounds. Why do you think you're a lap dog? So amongst the many shenanigans we had with our boys, we also had our own shenanigans. So we, in our quest, because another thing that we like to do also is, our husbands are friends. So, and they're both, how do I say this? They're both super tight. They're tight waters. And so we're always...
And they're nerds.
And they're nerds. and so like we, yeah, don't you agree with me?
Yes.
Tight waters. So we, somebody had the great idea. I don't know. It's probably Egon because I think he heard of someone that was taking, college courses in order to get to get health insurance. And for anybody who is not self-employed, health insurance when you're self-employed, it costs a bloody fortune. It's what do we pay, like $2,500 a month we pay for health insurance, and that's just for Egon and I, two people.
Exactly.
And it's outrageous.
It's outrageous, and it doesn't cover shit.
It's crappy insurance. Yeah, it's crappy.
It doesn't cover crap.
Yeah. And every time something's not covered, they say, oh, well, that's because you're self-insured. Like
Yeah.
freaking, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we went back to college, Shelly and I. We took a class. We took a class together, and
we had so much fun.
it's funny how, you know what I love is that we can take something that's so crappy, like a boring class, and make it a hoot and a holler fun.
It was. We just took over the classes and we just had so much fun.
We did.
We just embraced everything fully. I think that's what it is. We're like, okay, we're going to do this. And so because of our boys, we decided to take intro to rec therapy.
Yeah. Rec therapy. And rec therapy is like recreation and therapy for mostly for like special needs, or maybe like elderly or vets even, so that's kind of what it is. But yeah, we and I guess because we figured we pretty much knew everything in there already. We could have taught the class.
I know.
Really.
Even the professor was like, y'all already know all this.
I know. I think she kind of like just was like, but it wasn't us. We weren't even we were a lot, but everyone in that class was a lot. It was like a class of misfit toys.
It was a class of misfit toys. And then so I mean, here comes the feral one, here comes the bougie one. Where, oh my gosh, you know that British show, Almost Fabulous or something?
Almost Famous?
I don't know.
Yeah.
The British show? That's us.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Like walk in and it's like, we come in and we just took over the class and it was so fun.
I know it was.
It was so fun.
I know it was. And I mean,
the insurance was so good.
Yeah. And I don't know. I think one of the things that is good, well, sometimes it's good, is that you just pretty much talk to and make friends with pretty much everybody and anybody. So it could be the lady that just got out of the hospital, fall risk. She could be Shelly's new best friend, or it could be just about anybody.
But wait a second, Kimmy, you're the one that's like picking them up and taking them to the store and like,
I know.
No, that's you.
I know. Well, I do. I get like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't think things through real well, and I'm in a moment, and someone says, "Oh, I need this." I'm like, "Okay, get in," you know. And then after the fact, I think that might not have been such a good idea. That lady that I took from bingo, and Cassidy was with me. I think Cassidy was sitting with me, and she was in the front seat, and that lady was in the back seat with her walker, and me, because I'm always thinking of the worst, weirdest case scenario. I think she could pull out a big old knife and just stab Cassidy. She's sitting right behind her and just kill us and steal my car. And I don't know. Anyway, it was fine. She was just an indigent lady that needed a ride.
Yeah.
So
and you share the story, and I'm like, Shelly, you need to work on your empathy. I was like, what the hell did you just do? That is so scary. What? And then I go home and I process it, and I'm like, she's so kind.
Yeah, so the class thing was
hilarious.
And it made it like fun. And we aced it, of course. We were on Dean's list.
We were on the Dean's list. I was like, don't mess with my GPA.
Don't mess with my GPA. It's so fun. So much fun.
Well, I think we can find joy in most environments. We're like, we live in our own little bubble.
I know. And I think that's the only way to get through, actually.
Let's just pull our cards out and start playing cards in different places, and our harmonicas.
So the other thing I love is our husband's relationship, and I love how they play golf. And it started out really with them going, I think, camping with the boys when they did the
lovely
adventure guides, and they would go. And
I'm so grateful that they have each other.
Me too.
I really, I don't think men share their feelings and have enough support groups and so I'm very grateful that Steve and Egon and Adrian can all talk about being an autism dad and how that has affected their lives. And, and they're so supportive of each other and such freaking nerds. I mean, they are such freaking nerds.
And I love how they can just go have so much fun and have like what we have, really.
I agree.
In the male form, it's great.
And men don't do it, but I've heard from quite a few young men through interviews is that they're starting to have more men's groups, and I think that's so powerful, and I'm glad to see that happening. I think it's so important. I mean, multiple times a year, I reach out to Egon and Adrian and Steven to just like, I'm so thankful for y'all. Y'all make him so happy, when he's with them, and I'm glad. I'm sorry that Egon, had that medical need, but it reminded the guys. Yeah. Adrian's like, I need to go see Egon. And he's just like, I don't want to miss a moment. And so,
yeah. I think that's exactly the way that he feels too. Yeah. He's very grateful, even though it's hard to peel him away from work. And I'm glad that they understand that, part of him, that he's a slight workaholic, but
slight
workaholic, but
slight.
When he was in when he was in the ER, he
like working.
He was.
He's like, can somebody bring my laptop?
I know, he was literally, and probably thinking, well, how long is this going to take? I got stuff to do. But
he's like, another hour, I know. I could be billing. This is a billable hour.
When the guy came in and gave him a Tylenol, Egon was like, well, how much is this? And I'm like, good Lord. Don't even go there. But so I made a list of and these, mind you, is just a couple of things that we have done.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's just a couple of things. New York. So one of the things that we've been very, very active in has been Special Olympics. We've had a lot of Special Olympics memories and going to competitions and getting in the pool and just standing there, and I don't know, the boys, gymnastics and
funny.
We've had a ball in Special Olympics and Granite Ranch.
Oh, I love Granite Ranch. The boys took the 4-wheeler and rolled down the hill. Remember?
Flipped it off the hill.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Coulter could not verbalize what happened, but Jake was pretty scratched up, and it was like trying to get
They were trying to lift it back up too, and they weren't that. They were
and
little.
Jumped back on it. They jumped right back on it.
I know, right?
Didn't miss a beat.
Right, I know. Mobile loaves.
Oh.
Remember mobile loaves? You don't do that anymore, but I was thinking I want to take Cannon and Shep to do it because I think it changed me so much doing it and just seeing other people and seeing people that need help, and it was very eye-opening. And I think those little entitled boys need a little bit of that in their life.
We still do mobile loaves. We do the egg ministry. We donate eggs, and we do baked goods, and we go out to community foundation village and volunteer in their green spaces, like cleaning up their nursery.
Yeah,
and so,
nice.
But delivering, it became once we were educated that they were trading the food for drugs, it really I became a little bitter on it.
Right.
And it really upset me.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not in the right mindset to do this anymore, because if I'm giving them something that is feeding their addiction. I don't want any part of that.
True. So Bunko.
Bunko.
Bunko opened a whole lot of doors for us too.
Oh my gosh.
Bunko
So that was your
really-
first introduction. You brought me in to Bunko. You were like, hey, there's a group that gets together. Would you like to join? And that's where we met lovely Lou and oh my gosh,
Everybody.
and Leticia and Carrie and Bonnie.
I know.
And sweet Liz.
I know.
Oh my
It's just like
gosh.
it was the best. It was the
so
best.
fun. We need to get everybody into Mahjong and just like jump in.
I can't wait. I'm excited. I saw a set at Costco and I was like,
It's not a
should I,
complete
should I?
set.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it's not a complete set. There's something wrong with it.
Oh, okay. Well, good thing I didn't get it.
Yeah, they've
I was
talked about it on the Mahjong
Oh,
boards.
okay, good. Okay. So, New York, Canal Street,
Oh my
buying fake Louis. So much fun. Just traveling anywhere with you is just a ball anyway, because it's just an adventure and everything is just fun no matter what it is. But especially in New York when we had to do those covert operations just to buy some fake goods.
we're there with the boys, and they are not discreet in any shape or form.
Yeah.
It was so funny.
I know.
And the beach. We went to the beach. We
Yeah.
used to have family trips to the beach. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
We did. We went to the beach. The boys really loved the beach when they were young,
Yeah.
especially. They really, really, really
Oh yeah,
loved the
we would
beach.
take them parasailing. We have so many pictures. From
So,
the parasailing.
Moon River Ranch summer concerts or summer series. I love that. I miss that. I think we should bring back the Moon River Ranch summers.
Oh yeah, we get that request. a lot.
Vegas, I know is not your favorite place, but we did have a ball in Vegas.
I know Vegas, lots of fun.
And Fredericksburg, we had a
So
ball.
fun.
Smithville, we have a ball.
know.
South Padre Island, Mexico, Costa Rica for my 60th was fun. Savannah.
Oh,
Savannah. I want to go back to Savannah.
Oh my god.
I feel like I didn't get enough of it. And, all of the concerts and events and galas and fundraising events and Frio River.
Oh my gosh. I
Frio
love
River,
the
Camp
Frio.
Shell Bell. That was the most fun ever. And I mean, just really so many things and so many memories, and just to be able to experience it. And the other thing too is all the people that I have met through you have been just amazing.
Oh my gosh, ditto.
Loriana Hernandez comes to mind. I still follow her. To me, she's a very good friend of mine. I'm not a friend of her. I mean, I'm an acquaintance friend, but I adore that human being, what all she does, and she's just an amazing
Such
human.
an amazing advocate.
Yeah, just and Ann Hart and
my gosh.
just so many
Rosemary
people.
Alexander.
Rosemary,
Rest in peace.
yes,
Ugh,
Rosemary.
Such a gift.
Yeah, I mean, so many people I've really been able to meet through you, and so many connections, and now to do a podcast.
I know.
I mean,
love it.
just like
I love it.
just to do a podcast and be able to just talk about whatever we want to talk about.
I know. And it's so fun to watch you and Cassidy have this together.
It's like really fun doing it too.
I know. It's so
really is.
special. I love it. I'm like, getting to do it with Jody is like just a dream. And knowing that you and Cassidy get to, I love it. I love it. And all the stuff that y'all share, it's like, you're like, oh, I can't interview, you already interviewed, and it's like, no, y'all have a different relationship. Share everybody. I love everybody's stories. I love how much I'm learning. We were blown away by all the information we learned from Egon. We were like, who is this guy? Now you're going to burp on me?
I know, right? I know. I say that every day. He surprises me every day with something he says. But
yeah, he was a great interview, and so
I love how you, I mean, literally, just through the connections and through meeting people, we've probably a third of our business is from you. I haven't done the numbers. And if I were you, I would have been hitting him up for some referral fees, because you could probably go to Hawaii on what you've sent over, and just the confidence you have in him and his abilities. And I love that.
Well,
I love
family. He's family. We love Egon. We're big fans.
So, tamale making.
Oh my gosh.
Swap-
One and done. That was hard. The swap.
parties.
Oh my
Swap.
gosh. We used to do the,
Where we brought our stuff.
yeah.
Like
an exchange.
anything that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
And it was so fun.
It was fun.
It was fun, especially with Margaret Mock bringing all the history in and sharing, her photo albums and stuff. It was
I know.
so
And see, there's
fun.
another person, Margaret.
No.
The stories and just the light that she would bring in.
I know. I wish, we had started the podcast earlier, because we would have gotten Margaret and Ralph recorded. And that's why it's so important to me. It's like, I want these voices to be recorded. And, losing Matt Catalano, I went and saw his family, and they were like, we're so grateful for that interview.
I was grateful for it. I don't know Matt personally. I know some of the family members, but I listened to the interview with him, and it just gave me chills. And I thought, what a gift!
Yeah, what a gift!
What a gift! And
a gift to us. Jody and I feel like, how are we this lucky?
Yeah,
that people will sit down and share their stories with us and let us into their lives, and how vulnerable people are. It's so lovely.
Yeah,
it's so beautiful.
It really is. It really is. And it's really been just, well, for me, because I love to talk anyway. But
I know.
Anyway, Cassidy, not so much, but she's doing great.
Oh my God.
I thought in the beginning that I was going to have to drag words out of her, but she's been great.
She's so funny.
She's quiet funny. You don't even know she's funny.
Yeah. It's been fun to watch her blossom.
Yeah. And
getting, I think she's very intentional with her communication. And so that she's sharing it is just a gift.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I love it.
I love it too. And the boys being able to, talk about things they're doing, or interviewing them. It's so great. It's so fun. Yeah. It's just been it's been all around a lot of fun. And Egon has even kind of been very supportive about it. And he keeps saying, I know you want to interview me and next week, because he's the king of excuses of, next week. But anyway, so that's pretty much the list. Although I could talk to you all freaking day.
Anytime.
All freaking day. I could snowball with you. I could talk all day with you. But
Jody wants an invite real bad.
Oh, we can't wait.
Oh my gosh,
her.
I have to tell you. So we just found out La Mancha has a Mexican hot dog. Okay, and I know. Don't make that face about it. And so I went in there the last time and I said, I want a Mexican hot dog real bad.
Oh my gosh.
Thought of you.
I mean, now that you mentioned that, we might have to just really quickly touch on, I don't think we've even talked about that on our podcast, about how
that you look like Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah. Or maybe we talked about it on yours, maybe. I can't remember if we
She looks like Jennifer Coolidge, and I have so much joy in telling all the men that kind of eyeball her, sorry, Egon, they do. And I'm like, yeah, that's Jennifer Coolidge. And they're like, who's Jennifer Coolidge? And I go, she was Stifler's mom. And they're like, that's her? And I go, yeah. And so they'll start chatting up Kim, and it's like,
I know. And the weird thing is that I think some of these people really believe it, which is so really funny. Bizarre. But
when we were at Barton Creek, and we're like, they're like, what are y'all doing in town? I go, well, she has a junket, and she's here because she's releasing a movie on Netflix, and
Yeah.
They start chatting you up. I think they bought you drinks, and
Yeah,
they were just like,
they did. They
like-
did. They were hanging around all night long. And well, it was not that all night long, but they were hanging around. And finally, that one guy, after me just completely ignoring him, he finally said, well, I don't think you're that into me. And I said, what?
It's so funny. It's one of my favorite bits with you. It's
Oh my gosh.
It's like, go. But watch this. Watch
my
the
gosh.
show.
It's so
I love
funny.
you so much. I'm so excited about y'all having a podcast and sharing the stories.
Well,
and
thank you for that gift.
advocating.
And I would never have done it if you hadn't brought it up, if you hadn't done it, and I hadn't seen how amazing y'all are doing and how you have just taken this and just run with it. And you're like you know what you're doing, and I think it's great. It's wonderful. I'm very
love it
proud of
so.
you.
Well, thank
I'm so
you.
proud of you and Jody too.
Oh my gosh,
Jody
such
is
a-
just, I've gotten a whole new love fest and love level
my
for
goodness,
Jody
same.
because she's been so absent in the sense that she's been working.
Yeah.
And so now that she's kind of retired semi, I have really gotten to know her so much better, and I just love her so much.
She's such a treasure. I love her so much. She's in Colorado helping Mary recover.
Of course she is.
Of course, and
Of course
so
she
she's,
is.
Getting to see her share her silliness with the world is so much fun.
Watching you guys together is such a gift too. And not only for me, because I love you, but it is for a whole lot of people.
It's so funny.
not just people that love you. It's a gift to a whole lot of people. So
well.
I love hearing you giggle. It's the
Yeah, it
best.
just cracks
So
me up. She's so funny.
So have you heard of Rumi? He's a poet, a scholar, a philosopher from the 13th century, but he does a lot of things that I really love, a lot of quotes and poems and things like that. But he saw friendship as a special connection that reflects the world's love and unity. In his poetry, he explored how friendship can impact our spiritual journey. He emphasizes loyalty, empathy, and selflessness. And he says that true connections go beyond physical presence. They persist in the soul, transcend time and distance. And it's just so true.
Agreed.
And he says, be with those who help your being, uplift and nurture your inner self. And I would have to say I'm going to end it on that because that is you, Shelly K. I love you.
Ditto.
I love you so
Love
much.
you so much.